Welcome into the
I can hear you now. I can hear you now, yeah. I heard you fine, and then all of a sudden you just cut out. I didn't hear anything. Yeah, a little bit. No, I can hear you fine. Well, I wasn't able to watch it tonight. I got it recorded. I had some family obligations I had to tend to or whatnot, and I was going to watch it later on. But I've seen a few of their games, that were streaming or whatever. But I mean, everybody's got to remember it's a really young team, really early in the year, and they're just going to continue to get better, hopefully, and start, and gel even more. And obviously, you get a couple of, like you said, with Haas or whatever. That's a hard guy to deal with. And our guys are, they're younger and they're just not as big as that guy. You know what I mean? He can kind of push him around, and he's got the moves or whatever. And then you foul him, and then he can knock down the free throws or whatever. But I'm not too concerned. I mean, these wins losses count right now, but they really start counting when conference starts, and hopefully they'll be polished up by then and ready to go. Oh, I don't know. It you know I tweeted it out. I don't know. There's probably 6 minutes left in the game before it got really crazy at the end there. And like you said, Utah State, they had plenty of opportunities to put the game away, and they just didn't do it. And it's been the story of the season, in my opinion. They just don't know. The team doesn't know how to bury people. I mean, you look back at Arkansas State up 24-0 at, let them back in the game. Obviously the Nevada game, Colorado State. You get opportunities and you got to make people pay. And I know the coaches preach it. But for whatever reason, the players just don't. I don't know. There's just not that killer mentality with this team this year, and it's bit them. I mean, it's bit them hard, and just sitting there watching that all unfold, in that Cracker Jack of a stadium. It looked like it came out of a Cracker Jack box, that stadium, but whatever. It is what it is. You can play in a cow pasture for all I care, but it just the Utah State statistically completely dominated that game. But when you turn the ball over in the situations they turned it over in, and when you get a turnover and you get it, I mean, your 310-pound nose guard intercepts a pass. I mean, they said it was fumble recovery, but he picks it off because it didn't hit the ground, and he runs it down. I don't know. He's inside the 20, I think, and you come away with 3 points. You gotta make them pay. And it just so many opportunities. I mean, missed field goals, and I guess the one, if you want to look for a bright spot, Everly, he came in and he looked solid. And the win, I don't know if people could see it on TV or not. I mean, I haven't watched it back or anything, but it was nasty. It really was. It was blowing hard, and it'd blow out of the north, and then it'd switch and it'd blow out of the south, and then it was just all over the place. It was just really, really weird. But I mean, when you rush the ball for almost 400 yards, you got to come away with a win. I mean, you got to win that game, and it just, I don't know what really is there to talk about. I mean, it's just the season in a nutshell, really. I mean, you got to find a way. You got to have the mentality to bury the teams when you get them, down like that.
Yeah, and it was, I mean, you mentioned it, but the whole second half really was like really the last 3 quarters. Almost every possession was a good drive, except for when they coughed it up or threw an interception, right? So they had good drives, but it seems like they would finish one drive and then they would kick a field goal. They'd finish a drive and then kick a field goal. They'd finish a drive and then kick a field goal. I mean, you look at the second, third, and fourth quarters, they put up tens each quarter, 10, 10, 10. But really they weren't punting the ball. They were getting good drives. They were running the ball, like you mentioned. You look at the scoring summary or the play